history and interesting facts about a scary night. More than just a holiday, it's a cultural phenomenon, much loved by children, less appreciated by adults, yet with its own meaning and fascination. October 31st is Halloween night, now celebrated all over the world amid skeletons, witches, spiders, and carved pumpkins. The event, however, is still debated. Children love it because it offers a chance to dress up, hunt for candies and sweets, pull strange pranks, and watch scary movies. Others like it less, arguing that it doesn't belong to our culture and seeing it mainly as a marketing phenomenon. Who's right? As usual, the truth lies somewhere in between. Let's retrace the origins and symbolism of this spooky night and uncover its positive sides as well. Halloween, where it all began. The word Halloween comes from the Scottish English term All Hallows Eve, meaning the Eve of All Saints, indicating the date it is celebrated, October 31st. The first historically documented celebrations date back to the High Middle Ages in Northern European countries with strong Catholic roots, such as Ireland and Scotland. In the 19th century, some scholars hypothesized that Halloween derived from the Celtic festival of Samhain, which fell between October 31st and November 1st. It marked the end of summer and the beginning of winter, but this theory has recently been questioned. In any case, the Celts believed that on the night of October 31st, the boundary between the world of the living and that of the dead grew thin, allowing spirits to wander the earth. To protect themselves from these restless and not always friendly souls, villagers lit great bonfires and wore costumes made of animal skins to scare the spirits away from their homes. For the same reason, frightening masks were placed outside doorways. Jack-o'-lantern, the famous carved pumpkin with a candle inside, comes from this very custom. The carved pumpkin. The tradition of carving a pumpkin into a frightening face comes from the legend of Jack-o'-lantern, a sinister and cunning man who, during his life, dared to challenge the devil himself. He beat him in a dice game, earning from Satan the promise that his soul would never be claimed. When Jack died, however, he was rejected by heaven for his misdeeds and by hell for having outwitted the devil. Condemned to wander endlessly, Jack carried a burning coal thrown at him by the devil, which he placed inside a carved turnip to light his way. When Irish immigrants moved to the United States in the 19th century, the legend crossed the ocean and adapted to local traditions. The turnip was replaced by the pumpkin, more abundant in America and easier to carve, while the custom of making scary lanterns remained. Trick or treat. This ancient Halloween custom has both Celtic and Christian roots. In Celtic tradition, people would leave food outside their doors for wandering spirits so they could nourish themselves without frightening the living. In Christian medieval Europe, at the start of winter, beggars would go from house to house asking for alms in exchange for prayers for the souls of the dead, to shorten their time in purgatory. This practice was called souling, from the soul cakes, small breads given in return for prayers. Likely drawing on this tradition, Irish and Scottish children began dressing up in scary costumes and going door to door asking for sweets or coins, sometimes performing songs or poems in exchange, in a custom known as guising. When these traditions spread to the United States, guising evolved into the simpler trick or treat. Instead of performing, children now playfully threaten a prank if they don't receive a treat. The good side of Halloween. Halloween is not a universally loved holiday. Many criticize its dark, gothic character that evokes fear and creepy figures like skeletons, ghosts, and demons, elements considered foreign to our culture. Yet this very darkness has a positive side. It forces us to confront what disgusts or frightens us, but in a safe, playful way that leads to laughter and amusement. As the timeless popularity of horror and noir books and films shows, the adrenaline triggered by fictional terror can bring relief and satisfaction once the tension is resolved, much like the thrill of a roller coaster ride. Children, too, enjoy this feeling, finding small doses of fear fun. One of the favorite Halloween activities is watching a scary movie together as a family. Naturally, it's up to parents to gauge how much fear is appropriate for each child and to choose suitable costumes and activities according to their age and temperament. The most important thing is for parents to always be present, to offer comfort and remind their children that it's all just a game. If you like this content, remember to subscribe to the channel.